Weather forecasts 24 hours a day.
Winter's Encore has all its actors making award-winning performances. From coast to coast, it's white, wet, and slippery. We'll see where, coming up.
And first the fire, then the rains, now the mud. Southern Californians fend off the latest from Mother Nature's bag of tricks. We'll check out the messy cleanup next on the Weather Channel. Rain, snow, and some ice cut an almost direct path from one side of the country to the other. Good evening, I'm Jeff Morrow.
And I'm Mike Seidel. Jeff, we've had snow, we've had mudslides and tornadoes in and around the LA basin. That same storm now is headed east and is causing massive problems. Whether you're flying or driving tonight, New York City, it's been a problem trying to fly out of the Big Apple. The airports were temporarily closed earlier today because of whiteout conditions. Currently 8 to 10 inches of snow on the ground. It's still snowing. Later on tonight and into Wednesday, that snow is likely to mix with sleet and freezing rain. Just a horrible commute tomorrow coming in on the LIE or the Merritt into New York City.
Sleet and freezing rain are also causing problems at Washington, D.C.'s National Airport. Earlier today, an American Airlines jet slid off the end of an icy runway into a grassy area. No one was injured, but the airport had to be shut down temporarily. Snow and ice continue in D.C. tonight, and that winter storm system continues into other areas of the east.
The Windy City got several inches of snow today. There's more than 6 inches on the ground, and most of that fell overnight last night. Snow trucks were out in force trying to clear the roads. The plows were out there for the morning rush hour, but it was still sloppy. It's been snowing all day as the winds have been blowing in off Lake Erie at about 20 miles an hour, wind chills below zero. Temperatures in Chicago only in the mid-teens.
Central Ohio also got a mixture of freezing rain, sleet, and snow today, snarling traffic through much of that region. The mixture of wintry precipitation caused numerous accidents in the Columbus area. Some of the accidents were caused by vehicles trying to avoid other accidents. Tomorrow promises to bring just as bad, if not worse, conditions, freezing rain continuing.
Ice and snow-covered roads are being blamed for a fatal chain reaction pileup in Minnesota this morning. State police say a charter bus, a van, and a snowplow collided in heavy snow along Interstate 94 near Alexandria. 4 people are dead, 13, all from the van, were seriously injured, and about 30 others were taken to the hospital for minor injuries, and the snow continues to come down.
Meanwhile, to the south, well, none of that wintry weather. It was quite mild in Atlanta. Some rain during the overnight hours into the early morning. Folks walking around in their shirt sleeves and maybe even having some ice cream cones, as these two guys were. Overall, mild conditions with highs around 70 degrees, and that was pretty much true across much of the deep south. And another warm day is on tap tomorrow. Let's take a look at some of the record high temperatures. San Antonio, 87 degrees. Tampa, Florida, tying their record. Texarkana, 82, but boy, not too far to the northwest of Texarkana. It was in the 20s and 30s. Montgomery, Alabama, all the way up to 81, and Huntsville, Alabama, second day in a row of a record high there. Let's take a look at those departures from normal. Anywhere to the south, that's where we had temperatures 15, 20, some 25 degrees above what is normal for this time of the year. On the flip side of that, temperatures again 25, 30, 40 degrees below normal for high temperatures to the north. Quite a contrast, and right where the two come together here, where we change the colors, right along the Ohio River and on down into Oklahoma near the Red River, that's when you go from the mild rainy conditions to the sleet, the snow, and the ice as you head a bit farther to the north. Current temperatures in some of the major cities, look at this contrast. 73 degrees at Little Rock, 20 degrees as you head over to Oklahoma City. Across the Red River, it's 72 in Dallas. Oh yeah, there's a front right in there. Farther north, temperatures well below zero. Some of that cold air all the way on up into the northeast. Check it out here with the wind chills feeling like 18 below at New York City with all that fresh new snow on the ground. Feels like 18 below at Boston, 6 below out in Chicago. Some of the wind chills 57 below up near Glasgow, Montana. Just a real icy, cold air mass. And speaking of ice, anywhere where you see this orange shading from Oklahoma City all the way on over to parts of New Jersey, including Atlantic City, sleet and freezing rain, and it is just a skating rink. Even worse in some of these areas. Don't travel outside in some of these regions tonight. It is just too bad. Look at all the moisture just pouring up and over a very cold air mass in place across the northern part of the country. All this moisture running up over that cold air. The result is just a wintertime mess. Still snow around Chicago. As you head to the south, we actually have a line of thunder ice storms moving on through Ohio and earlier Indiana. That's just adding to tremendous ice buildup on particularly power lines and trees. We're probably going to hear about a lot of trees snapping and some power outages here. Look at this, moving on toward Pittsburgh. It's freezing rain there, freezing rain in Columbus. Watch out, it is going to be a real mess here. Far enough to the north, though, you get into the snow. It's sleet and snow around Williamsport. It's still snow around New York City, but farther south, this is all freezing rain. Let's take a look at some of those snowfall totals. Newark, New Jersey at 9 as of last count. Madison 8, Philadelphia 5 before it went to freezing rain. And Boston's probably going to be getting some more snow as we head through the overnight hours.
It wasn't snow, but heavy rainfalls which pelted Southern California Monday and Monday night.